So we're going to do assessment of posture with Jamie, my patient. So all I do when he walked in is I just check his gait first of all, and I just see how he held himself when he was sitting and standing. The next thing I do is check him from all different angles. So instead of me doing that, if I just ask you, Jamie, can you just turn and face the wall over there for a minute? Good. And just turn all the way around. That's it. Good. And what I probably do is work from the bottom up, from his feet up to his shoulders and head, just so I can work out, obviously, if he's carrying his weight unevenly, that might be affecting things further up. And likewise, but that's normally the way. So what I do first of all is come down and just check the arches of his feet. So just stand nice and naturally for me. So Jamie's a little bit, got slightly sunken arches on his left foot. And his left knee is slightly internally rotated compared to his right. This is all compared to the other side, to compare one side to the other. As I came up, I would check muscle bulk around his calves, which I can see that his left calf is significantly bigger than his right calf, which could be due to the slightly awkward way he carries his feet, possibly. I come up and look at his hip height. So if I just find his ASIS, they're roughly the same height. It's not too much of a discrepancy there, so that won't be a problem. I come up a bit further and I look at Jamie's shoulders. So he's just holding himself normally. There's maybe slightly more muscle bulk around his left traps up here, but in terms of height, they're held fairly similar. It's just a bit more muscle bulk on the left hand side. If you just turn around and face the wall behind you. I'd look at Jamie's scapular position as well, which I can see is fairly normal. And the next thing I look at, the main thing really, I suppose, is the lumbar, the spinal curves. So I look at Jamie's cervical curve up here, which is pretty neutral, fairly natural. Maybe holds his head forward slightly. So I could ask him maybe just to bring your head slightly back and your chin in a little bit. That's it. And we go into his, just stand normally again, go into thoracic curve. He's maybe got a slightly reduced thoracic curve and a quite flat lumbar, reduced lumbar lordosis, which could cause problems. It could be because of the discrepancy around his feet, possibly, and it could cause problems in the future. So that might be something we work on in terms of flexibility of his lumbar spine. And in terms of any scoliosis or lateral discrepancies, there's definitely nothing obvious. I'd maybe just run my fingers down the vertebrae, and there's no massive sway either side. A little bit maybe over to the left, but not significantly. If you just stand and face the camera again, mate. And what I might do, just to check whether he's maybe a sway back, is just give him a little nudge forwards. And it could be a bit of a sway back, but it's probably because of reduced lumbar lordosis. But then we'd go on and try and correct these things, but that's just kind of how you would start looking at the assessment of the posture.